are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Got it.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Now Lawrence on first down.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Lawrence will throw. And that'll be checked down to Drake.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Got a man, Slayton. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Connor. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Lawrence toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, Greenwood. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Come on. Hey.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
The Texans at 7-2 here on the year. And they come in off a loss last time out, but they're still in the midst of a good stretch here, CD. Winners of 7 of their last 9.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
And the Texans are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now Lawrence to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Houston will give them the season sweep. Again, it's Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Seven, our score after 1. The ball to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And Thomas has it. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Drake. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Garabay's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Back to throw. Greenwood. He finds his man complete. It's Bailey. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Off play action. Greenwood. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Holding offense.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Jaguars are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal and you throw the pick, not good at all.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Here's Lawrence.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The sack by Robert Quinn.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Steps away to his left. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Garabay's kick is good.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Greenwood.
This ball caught by Mechie.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Looking to throw. Greenwood firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Arnold. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Back to throw again. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
So we bring past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. For the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Arnold.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down,
Greenwood, crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Here's Pierce is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is third and goal.
They'll run for it with Pierce.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The run is turned away on fourth and goal from the 2. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand.
Lawrence from his end zone. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field and took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd and short, Drake. Room here to run. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Right back to Drake. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'll have to keep carrying it, thank you.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
And the Texans scoop it. They find some open field here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And can you believe this? It's recovered in the end zone by the defense. So after all that, it's not a touchdown, it's a turnover, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At the 20.
He starts by handing this off to Drake.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now a run up the middle with Drake. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Lawrence. Throw left side taken in by Slayton. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play.
Back now in Houston. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. The Garabay's kick is good,
and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Pierce now up the middle.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
Ready?
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Jordan. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Dameon Pierce, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. On 1st down, Lawrence.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Let's go.
Up the middle they go with Drake. And some room to work.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Zay Jones,
35 yards.
And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Opposite. Lock it.
They'll try and run with Drake. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Dameon Pierce taking the field with the rest of the Texans offense.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. To throw on 2nd down, Greenwood finds the open target, Arnold. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. throwing on first down. Greenwood.
Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
He's going to try and take off with it.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
This will be complete to Mechie. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Back to the ground with Pierce.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bailey.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down.
On third down, here's Pierce.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And he's across for the touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Texans are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, somebody lit a